Like, oh man, that new Star Trek. I was really into it. I was like, for the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. It feels like Star Trek.
Did they do all the things? Set phasers to stun.
No, not really. But then everyone just like they got to the point where they clearly wanted to like up the tension and drama because everything was going a bit normal. So they just made everyone a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone just made the stupidest decisions they could possibly make. And I was like, oh, this isn't Star Trek. Like people are very good at their jobs in Star Trek. No one just fucks up for no reason.
Yeah.
And it bugged me.
That don't sound as good.
It wasn't good. Put me right off. And then after that, I couldn't I'd lost faith in the show.
Oh, okay,
After
yeah.
that, I couldn't get back into it.
Who's the new captain?
Captain Pike.
Is that a famous person?
Yeah, he was like the guy who was before Kirk on the Enterprise.
Oh, God.
You probably remember. There's I bet you've seen a reference to him in the wheelchair. This guy who can only communicate by pressing a button and then the light turns on his machine.
There's the South Park one with the teacher.
Yeah, and there's a Futurama one as well.
Where it's like, one buzz for yes and two buzzes for no.
Yeah.
And there's the amazing fucking joke, like, what do they ask her?
Oh, God, I can't remember.
Like, when they're talking about, like, the kids, and they're like, are these, like, these kids saved your life, right? And they're like, and they're like, yes, okay. And they just assume the two buzzes are two yeses rather than no. And then you just, like, wheel them away.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay.
that guy.
Did they not have, like, a bit more fucking Star Trek tech to...
What are you talking about, Tom? It lights up when he answers. What more do you want? This is the 60s.
But, like, Stephen Hawking's had better tech than that, right?
Yeah, but Stephen Hawking didn't exist in the 60s when this was made.
Right.
They didn't know. They didn't know how big button-pressing technology could get.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, I don't know. It seemed really good, and then it was so frustrating when everyone turned into an idiot.
Also, why has he got that big fucking burn on his face?
I guess like a plasma melted his face or
But
something?
like, it feels like literally every other week they're having like full body reconstruction surgery to look like just another race.
Oh, that's true. That happens all the time.
So is that like that's on purpose, right? He wants to have that. He wants people to look at the burnt face.
Or someone asked him, do you want to stay like this? And he's like, yes.
Wow, he really wants to. See ya.
He's such a positive guy. He just always says yes to everything.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we don't need this reconstruction surgery machine anymore. And just smashes it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
In fact, that happens in that episode. They do but instead of doing the plastic surgery to look like the aliens, they invent like a gene therapy where they give you an injection and just your DNA changes into the alien's DNA, and your face just goes boop, and you get the ridge on your face, which seems like a very fucking wild way of doing it.
Yeah.
Like, just give me the wig. Don't change my genes.
What the hell?
But this was one example of why, so they go, okay, you boop, one for you, Captain, boop, one for you, First Officer, and one for you, Spock. Now, Spock, you're only half human, so this just might not fucking work.
Let's hope for the best. It's only your genes that we're fucking with.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no reason for Spock to go on this mission. It doesn't need to be Spock. They could have grabbed any other fucking officer, but no, we'll just give Spock the untested gene therapy.
Wow, seems risky.
Yeah.
A bit fucking weird.
And then they send him down, and then 5 minutes later, Spock's like, oh no, my genes!
God.
And it would have been so easy to fix if they just mentioned it after. If they'd just been like, yep, this is great, everyone gets one, and then he's like, oh no, what's happening to me? And then like the doctor could have been like, oh no, I didn't account for the Vulcan bit.
Being half.
Rather than just, this might not work, but fuck it. It just felt so like lazy.
Oh, fuck.
You're
not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't let your genes be memes.
Don't let your genes be memes.
Very true. Oof.
Yeah. And then they just punch the first person they see and steal their uniforms and ID cards.
Right.
You know, classic. Mm-hmm. And then they beam up the bodies so no one finds the bodies. And the people in sickbay are like, oh, sweet, okay, yeah, we'll just keep them sedated. That'll be fine. And then obviously, like, they like immediately wake up because they, you know, different genes.
Oh God! Turns out our sedatives are actually aphrodisiacs. Oh no!
Oh no!
These naked people just jump up,
just fucking everything in sickbay.
Massive boners.
And they don't like lock the doors or strap them down or anything. These guys just fucking get up and just bolt out the door, and they're running around the ship going whoop, 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 whoop. And instead of like putting up force fields or locking the bulkheads or turning off the turbo lifts that they get into or beaming them back to sickbay or stunning them with a phaser or any number of things someone in Star Trek might do.
Any way they could have solved that problem.
No, they chase them around the corridors for 5 minutes until they can like aggressively like fucking hypo-spray them with, I guess, aphrodisiacs.
Yeah, well, the last one made them fucking horny, so force fucking Viagra into their mouths. Just really thumb that in there, and maybe they'll calm down.
Oh, it made me cross.
Wait, so is this the new Star Trek,
Yeah.
or is this the old one?
No, this is the new one.
Oh, God, this whole time I've been thinking that this was like, oh, fuck, it was made in the 60s. Like, shit was dumber back then. You could get away with this stuff.
No,
You hadn't seen a lot of TV.
This is the one that debuted like 2 weeks ago or whenever it came out. Never came out this year.
This sounds so bad.
Oh, it sucks. And then they get down there to like, they've broken into this facility to rescue people. And they don't have a plan for getting out. They're just down there, and they're like, "Oh, we're too far underground now. The transporter won't work." It's like, you knew how far underground they were when you went in. And then, like, Spock, obviously, like, he's like looks Vulcan now because of his genes.
Right.
And then they're about to get found out and arrested, and someone on the Enterprise is like, "We need to beam down. We've taken the DNA off the horny guys." And now I've made a cure to make the genes work for Spock. And they're like, but we've already got 5 seconds before they're found out. Can we beam the cure into Spock? And they're like, that's not how transporters work. So then the officer just says, well, make them work that way. And he's like, okay. Yeah, now they work that way. And they just beam the genes into Spock, and then it's fine.
So did that guy just invent an entire new type of medicine? They don't have to hypo-spray anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. He's just like redefined medical transporter technology for all future to come.
Okay.
So I guess like next time we'll just like beam the bullets out of them, and just I feel like we can solve a lot of problems with transporters now.
Wow.
You know?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, you don't need to go around and give vaccines. You just fly by a planet. Beam the vaccine into everyone.
Yeah, they'll never know.
Genius.
Prime directive.
Wow, they'll never know. Boom. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, just beam out the cancer. Nice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, what an amazing officer. Just what problem can't he solve now? Warp factor 20! Sir, that's not how engines
You
work.
just can't do that. Do it. I want to. Okay. Beep, beep, boop.
I'm so inspired by your leadership, sir.
We're doing it, I guess. Holy shit, that's order. My God.
So yeah, I don't know. Wasn't impressed. Hopefully it gets better. I don't know. I think I need a good recommendation to like give it another try, because at that point in the show I was like. Then he gives this. He finishes the show with what's meant to be like an inspiring Picard speech about how war bad. But because he's been dealing with his own personal crisis,
His inner war.
He ends up giving a speech about how he's going to overcome his own battle. But so he's at like alien UN, and these two sides are like warring, and he's like, "Don't war bad, because I have a problem, and my problem's bad, and I don't know how to deal with it. And I think maybe I'll do this to fix my problem." And everyone at the UN's just like, "Oh, it's so inspiring."
Is his answer, I have this internal problem. I'm going to have them beam my problem out. And the UN is like, wait, you can use transporters like that? This is revolutionary.
Can you beam out my sad brain, please?
Because they're not paying attention to like what he's saying. Just that technological idea.
You can teleport things.
You can teleport things differently. Okay. Wow. I don't think I'm going to watch it.
I mean, clearly I'm explaining it very badly.
No, I feel like this is a more fun way to put it. Wow. Just beam your problems away.
Oh my God. Chief O'Brien, he's my psychiatrist of my dreams.
Yeah. I don't know. He hasn't used it on himself yet.
He seems like a happy guy. Maybe he beamed his sad away.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean he fucking beamed his fucking wife into space? He beamed his sad away. That's the euphemism they use when they're like, yeah, whatever happened to the fucking plant lady?
He just beamed Riker's balls.
Wow. Oh my God. Sorry, Riker, that was an accident when I was beaming you up from the planet. I left your balls behind. Looks like you can't fuck my wife anymore. Oops. And there, boom, beamed his problems away.
Yeah,
okay, I love
exactly.
it. Love that.
Wow. Tom, that's DS9 spoilers.
Oh God, does that happen? Does she die in a transporter accident?
Not that I remember.
Maybe.
Oh, I missed the Chief O'Brien's like tragic, sinister arc. Beaming all his problems away. And every time anyone asks him about it, he's just like, energized.
Yeah, that's it. Someone comes in. Like, someone does a fucking Sherlock Holmes episode. They're like, I'm pretty sure I've just solved this case. You've been beaming people to their death. Just teleport into space. You know, they go fucking warp factor 9. Like, you ain't finding that body for a long time.
Yeah.
They are left very much in space.
Oh. Yeah. It turns out you can solve a lot of problems that way.
Holy shit.
What evidence?
Every time. Every fucking time. I love it. I'm into that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I want to watch that spin-off show.
It gets real dark.
And it turns out that show's running concurrent with the original DS9 timeline. So it's just constantly, anytime there's anything unexplained, it ties back in.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Turns out Chief O'Brien made it stop.
Yeah. Every problem that is solved that, like, you know, you just have to suspend some disbelief. He does it somehow with the transporter.
You just literally tie up every, like, plot hole.
Yeah.
It's
all done like that. Yeah, I'm super into it. Love it. Boom. Make it so.
It's like Dexter.
Yeah.
That was Chief O'Brien.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, like, you got to start out, like, he has, developed the tech to make, like, transporters untraceable or something like that. That's, like...
Well, he just beams the computer log away afterwards.
Of course. He just puts in a bit of code that instantly beams the computer log away after he does a thing.
It's automated. Completely automated.
Simple. Super simple. Okay, we solved it. we did it. We made a new Star Trek.
Yeah. I really want to see this now. But he's just got like a different pun every time. Anytime it comes up,
Oh
he's
God.
like, "Don't worry, I'm sure they're miles away by now."
Oh, nice.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly.